Alright, this is Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 167. Cue the roll call, because we've got no bit.
We're live! Zenkaigan!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Watching all the anime. Redcaster. Show Raven.
Equipment wielder. Bluecaster. Cheetah Zazil. Loyal and loud. Pinkcaster. Lane.
Explorer from the unknown. Yellowcaster. Autocar.
One little spark of courage. Dreamcaster. Global South Perka.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air! Let's get into build.
Yeah, build.
We're talking about build before we do the bumper. We're talking about build episode 3, Kyuranger episode 30, and we'll talk about why we're talking about our future topic when we get to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bumper!
Man, that bumper was really weird.
So
Nice.
before we talk about the actual episode, I wanted to point out a thing. Someone was thinking that the guy Masakuni, like one of the 3 government leaders, was the actor who played Tadokoro. I looked into it. It's not him.
Who?
He's actually the actor who played Shinken Pink's dad.
I don't remember him in Shinkanger.
No, he was only in one episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Lane.
He was only in episode 34.
It's a Sentai trope number 40. The parent comes to town and tries to force their kid
To get a real job.
into marriage.
Hmm.
Or at least that's what classic Sentai was. I'm gonna force you into marriage!
I want there to be an episode of Sentai where someone's parents come back and try and force them to get a real job.
And
call
I'm
them
a ranger!
and call
That's-
them-
that doesn't pay the bills!
And I want them to call their child stupid millennial.
Fucking millennial.
I don't like that term at all, but I think it's funny.
Millennial?
I barely even understand what it means.
Okay,
Let's not
okay.
get into it.
I think a millennial is when you're born from 2000 onwards. Hence,
No.
new millennial.
That was my guess, but I
No,
don't know and I
apparent-
don't care.
Apparently, the current thing on that, I think it's like people who are currently between the ages of 22 and like 35.
That's so arbitrary!
That's like, well,
Does that
it's
mean
not
I'm a
really-
millennial? Fuck!
It's not really an arbitrary like set of birth years so much as it is just currently we're in the midst of a weird section of it.
Have you seen the news recently?
Yeah, no, I know.
Millennials killed Toys R Us.
Which is
Yeah, they
all
did.
Bullshit.
They actually did in that case, because online people are getting stuff from online.
Yeah, but you know what? Frankly, it might be. There's some truth to it, but at the same time, flip that right around. If a business can't fucking draw the interest of an entire generation, they fucked up really badly.
That.
And they probably deserve to go out of business.
Anyways. But yeah, I just want there to be an episode where one Sentai Ranger's parents just come back and they're just like, you're gonna get a real job and be a YouTube Let's Player like the rest of your family.
No,
So
no. You come back and raise your kid. Wait, you have a kid? Yeah. I'm a parent. This is my baby.
So I'm really
Is that familiar, Raven?
Shut up.
I'm really starting to enjoy Ryuga as a character because I love when like Sento's trying to explain everything to him and he's just like, uh-huh.
Now explain the explanation.
Uh-huh. All right, now is that everything
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh, I get it.
I kind of laughed a lot at that because they made him stupid enough that it requires multiple explanations purely for the excuse of being able to recap the plot of the last episode.
I am waiting. I was waiting for Sento to pull out the hand puppets. Let's start.
One of these days. One of these days.
Please consider the following.
I tried to explain it to Dad.
Shaking hand thing.
After
Yeah.
trying to explain it to him 3 times, I went to Mom. She understood what I'm talking about.
Well, you know what? Let's quickly get into the thing that really hurt Ichi this week. This week's episode. So they're trying to like get information on the Nabashima guy.
The
And,
Nabashima?
and so yeah, I'm calling him the Nabashima.
The-
So Ichi's just like, oh well, you know what? Misora can help you with that. She's kind of got this thing going. Let's quickly change into her.
This is gonna be weird for the entire next years. People are gonna be like, "So Ichi did a thing," and I'm like, "What did I do?"
So Ichi.
So
Like last week, it was like, "Soichi's my favorite." I am.
So we find out that Misora has a internet idol personality called Miitan, and
Oh yeah.
all right. So apparently everyone else is okay and on board with this being a thing. Ichi apparently is not.
She was so perfect. She was interesting and different, and she was the sleepy, no fucks given, perfect female character.
That's still who she is. She's faking as Miitan. Isn't that the joke?
I know.
Because it reminds him of Poppy.
That's
Wait,
part of it.
Did you not like Poppy this whole time?
He did
Not
not like
really.
Poppy. No.
But
I don't remember you really saying that much about disliking Poppy.
that's because
Someone put a picture of fucking
It
Heat
was-
Joker with the cow fucking on his hand.
it was more of a disinterest than a hate in Poppy's case. But
I
like,
guess that's fair.
I just resigned to her existence, and it was cool when she became a writer.
Oh! Okay, quickly, before we continue on. Raven,
Wake up!
so what do you think of Build so far?
Yeah.
How are you liking? Because you haven't been on.
Honestly, it's hard to say at this point in the game.
It's alright.
I'm hopeful for what it might become, but I think it's kind of rushing through shit a little fast for my liking right now.
Especially last week.
We're 3 episodes in, and we're just kind of like, okay, gotta get a bunch of shit done.
Gotta fast!
Part of me is like, part of me is just thinking that,
I think you fapped too fast.
part of me is like, okay,
Are you
maybe
okay?
they're just kind of
Thursday.
maybe they have a reason for this. Maybe it's just they're trying to get a lot of like the initial exposition out of the way so they can cut to like the actual fucking plot line.
Which is really weird because a lot of writer shows recently, when there's a lot of backstory to get through, they'll relegate it to side specials.
Yeah.
But this time
So
it's
this
like,
is
nope, we're doing it in the show.
Here's like, we're gonna give you a lot of info and pace it really quickly, but we're not really doing anything per se.
We're just.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that it's just they're trying to get a bunch of exposition out of the way so they can actually have the plot line kick in at some point soon, but
Is that the
we'll
script?
see. We'll see.
So yeah, Miitan. Like, I get that she's faking it and doing it purely for the information gathering,
Exactly.
but I think they could have come up with a lot better way to gather information than parading her on the internet. With an I know we've only seen it once, but I would describe her performance as unconvincing at best. And what even is she an idol of? We haven't seen her do anything except
She's a
extort
net
her
idol.
fans
She's
for
a net-
information.
On the net
she's
being
a
hot,
net
I
idol.
guess.
That's
Like-
what they do.
She's literally just fat material.
and then you just see like
They're literally cam girl idols who just kind of get all, hey, look at me. Give me things.
Look at me.
I miss Miitan, look at me!
I feel
Oh
like
my
it.
god, that has to be the title!
Yeah, the thumbnail has to just
God
be
damn it.
Miitan's head on Mr. Meeseek's body.
Or the other way around.
Mr. Meesey.
I'm Mr. Miitan, look at me!
Honestly, I can imagine her being like, I just want to die.
That's how I felt watching it. I wanted to die. But before we go on, I wanted to get the rest of my spiel out. Like, she's unconvincing at best, doesn't do much, and dresses like a mom trying to be a terrible kit bash of Pippi Longstocking and Lunette the fucking clown.
Why
Hey!
does Pippi Longstocking
Like,
keep coming
could
up
you
tonight?
I
like,
was about to run
if she's
that one.
supposed to be fat material, she's doing a shitty job of it.
Maybe you're just not interested in what she's giving.
I know that there were people who thought Lunette was hot, though.
Like, and I have a sneaking suspicion that whoever the hell Miitan Love is, the fan who actually got the information, is going to be someone of importance later.
No. You know what would have made it perfect?
Spoilers, it's that guy with the beard that Sento works for.
Gento?
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
Nariaki.
Says, hey, Gentoku, what's in this room? No, don't go in there! Just like bunch of Miitan
Miitan
stuff.
room.
What the
It's a
fuck?
screenshot.
I said don't go in there!
It's a screenshot.
Also,
of
if you're
Photoshop.
wondering about the Lunette thing, it was the internet that stole my innocence.
No, I know.
That happens to all of us.
I never knew about it when I was little, but then on the internet I just found all these people going, look at the actress who played Lunette, she's really hot, and I'm just like...
Yeah,
Wow.
the internet stole my innocence. It's called porn.
Ew. Lane, this is a kid's show.
Tell me Lane gives a thumbs up.
Bullshit!
This is a kid
No, it's
show.
not. No, in my regards to
Cast-
opinions on Miitan,
Eh,
I'm okay
no,
with it.
no.
No, okay, let me finish.
I'm
Let me
not
finish.
talking about Bill, I'm talking about Castranger. Castranger is a kid's show.
No, it's not.
No.
In terms, no, we're one of those Showa era Sentai series. Anyways, my opinions on Miitan, I think she's great. We're not going to see it that much.
God, I hope not.
It adds more to her character, I think, and doesn't keep Misora being like one-dimensional
Yeah.
and just being like the boring, tired, fucking person she always is. Which, not saying that's bad. It makes her interesting as hell. It makes her a great character. But I'm just saying Miitan adds more to her.
You know,
So, and it's a great way of getting info without having to like sneak around and expose themselves.
But Sento is a
Speaking of
physicist and an
exposing
inventor.
themselves-
Sorry?
Speaking of exposing themselves.
Oh,
Yeah!
fuck!
So,
Okay, if you want to talk about someone that's fucking annoying, it's whatever the fuck her name is.
Sawa.
Takigo Sawa.
Yeah,
That
no,
wasn't
I-
what I was referring
No,
to
no.
at all. but-
Yeah, no. She's putting out a public search for Nabeshima. Did none of them think that Faust would notice this? Or target them?
That is a very bad idea.
Because that happened!
That's true.
And something else I wanted to bring up with that scene where she's doing the Miitan performance, there's a lot of rabbit imagery. Thought.
Rabbit Smash.
Thank you.
She was a smash.
The Rabbit Smash.
Maybe hypnotizing
Lemons.
people into loving her is a rabbit ability? Fuck
Rabbit.
like rabbits!
Oh,
Multiply.
I mean, we do multiply. We are good at multiplying.
It's like that one girl from Mikaku City Actors.
Oh yeah,
No,
love that song.
what's her actual name? Miso? Or something?
Misora.
Soda.
Yeah, Misora's like that one dip that you see in which you're kind of confused on what it actually is. It's like, is it this type of thing? Is it that type of thing? What is it?
That one type of what?
The fucking Discord chat right now.
I don't know what is it, what?
She was a smash!
Oh my
She was a
God.
graveyard smash!
Oh my god, that's amazing!
I looked up and that's all I saw, and just
Our fans are on point
Everyone's trying
today.
to make a million Monster Smash jokes.
Guys, I'm the only one that's actually kind of
I'm
confused.
sorry.
You know the song Monster Mash?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's right.
Monster
Was a
Mash.
mash.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
a monster man.
We had to do like a dance to that song in
Oh,
gym
yeah.
class.
Anyways,
Anyways,
So
so
they
getting
got-
to what I was actually talking about when I was saying, speaking of exposing yourself, that fucking moment in this episode where fucking Sento shows up untransformed to use his gun against a bunch of robots with cameras built in!
Into their faces!
the robots who are also apparently deaf,
Apparently.
because they don't hear them talking during that speech between him and Kazooie.
Yeah.
Now I just want somebody to make it a bridge where they just make the grunts have the most stupidest noises.
Hey, that moment where his identity is still technically secret. Oh, hi, I'm just gonna sit here and shoot my boss's robots.
Although I think when he actually henched into build, the only thing that was around was the Ninja Smash.
No, they were still there.
Great! Another plot hole! Fucking fantastic! I didn't even notice that!
Unless, I swear to God, unless we get, like, in the next episode, their camera data was damaged.
You know what? That's probably what it would be
No,
if we asked.
He activated the vacuum.
I want to hear it in
full
the show,
bottles
though.
and wipe their memories.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, but let's talk about the beginning of the episode quickly. Just like, so we meet the three leaders of each of the three areas. So,
And the woman is so obviously evil!
like,
You're fucking
yeah.
evil.
One of them being
She's not subtle about it at all!
One of them being Gentoku's father.
Which, like, they said his name, Himuro. I'm like, okay, it's Night Rogue's dad.
Yeah. Okay. Also,
The
freaking,
Bat's dad!
No, so also, oh God. We also heard like Night Rogue talking again, but this time his
As
voice
a dad,
his voice wasn't too muffled, so Because in episode 2, you couldn't tell who the fuck it was. This time we could hear that it was clearly Gentoku.
During the scene where they were modifying Nabeshima, they're not even hiding the voice. It's Gentoku.
I couldn't tell who it was.
You gotta pay attention, guy. Like we do.
It's a very
Gar's tone deaf.
You're very pretty.
Ichi, I've been losing my hearing for the last week.
That sucks.
Why? Why are you losing your hearing?
Ear infections.
Oh.
It'll get better.
I'm sorry. Please be careful.
So our 3 governments having this like holographic meeting, which we don't find out till later. Because I was like,
it's
how are they meeting if they're separated? And then we find out, oh, they're using holograms. What is this, Mass Effect?
They took boat.
Yeah.
So apparently that's the only way to travel around Japan now.
We were right. They can take boats between the regions.
But you need permission and authorization to travel between the areas.
Except the boat they took was a smuggler boat.
Yeah. No, that's Other than that, like they stated, you need proper authorization and permission to travel.
How do planes work? Do they have to like just be shot right into the air?
They just VTOL.
Yeah, what if Sento just like builds like a flying machine or something and just goes?
I mean, that's not out of the question.
I mean, you literally could just redo the runways so that they're pointed out.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Not straight at the wall.
No, it's like, Sento, what are you doing? He builds himself a ramp at like the perfect angle and just
rides over the wall.
Yeah, and just shoots
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Or he's gonna glitch it.
Activates his rider kick, parabolas over.
Yeah!
Pulls a Forze, rockets himself into space, tries to shoot himself towards the moon. Not working. Parachutes all the way back down.
But no, apparently because the Skywall still cuts off all their utilities and they're not willing to figure out a boat schedule, they decide, nah, fuck you guys, we're just gonna remain separate.
Japan's assholes.
My big question is, sorry.
Go ahead, no, Emily, I'm sorry.
Is why there's a tiny gap in the wall that's like the exact right size for a boat to go through?
Because the wall sunk down right to like the bottom of that lake.
I guess the sea level
and it only goes
down
up so high.
Yeah.
So the wall like started moving down into the depths of the water, and it just like the water now comes up over the top of the wall at a certain point. God damn it,
That
Ichi.
makes perfect sense.
They were an
That's
allowed
actually
exception.
a good explanation.
They were an allowed exception through the firewall.
Wow.
Firefox. Fist of the Dragon.
So after the meeting, Bat Dad talks to Bat Son, and they're like, "Have you found the Kamen Rider yet? No, we haven't. Oh, you better stop him because the people are uneasy. He's saving people."
They don't know that.
No, but he's also causing trouble wherever he goes.
No, he's not. The only
No,
reason.
whenever
reason,
he's around, shit happens.
yes, because of the monster. It'd be way worse without him. And
Well,
the
they're
only
hiding the smash.
The only reason anyone thinks he's a criminal is because he helped Ryuga escape. So they fucking put out the word that Kamen Rider's a criminal.
He's a menace.
Yep.
Which I guess will kind of work because it
Kamen Rider.
Get me pictures of the Kamen Rider.
it reinforces the whole keeping his identity a secret thing, which, as we've established, he's fucking shit at.
He just de-transforms like right after he's done.
Well, yeah, we didn't talk about last week, but in episode 2, like, he hides behind a bunch of crates, and then the Guardians are like following him, and then he's just
I
like
did talk
sitting there
about that.
Oh, okay.
I listened and I
he just has
particularly
his
ranted
photo?
about that.
Oh, hey. Where's the Kamen Rider?
I think Noble was saying that it'd be funny if like he pointed to the water and the robots jumped in.
Oh, you looking for a spandex guy? He went that way.
Yeah. Big guy this tall has a belt. Never heard of him.
Yeah, never heard of him.
Space Jam.
So
Hey, I'm squanching here.
So Sento also makes the Hawk. He makes the Hawk full bottle, and then he's like, "Oh man, I gotta find the best match for this." And then Ryuga's just like, "Well,
hold on, you're skipping past the fight."
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
He defeats the Hawk Smash with a riding henshin, by the way, which is great to see.
Yeah.
And then the woman he saved turned out to be the mother of Kamen Rider Gaim.
It's not
because the kid's name was Kota.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Why are all the kids named Kota, Kotaro, Shota?
It's like John or Mike. They're just easy names.
Yeah.
Or Jacob.
Or John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
His name is my name too.
Hey, it's weird.
Whenever I go
Your
out,
name could
people
be
always shout,
Phoenix.
"There goes John Jingle, Jacob Jingleheimer."
There goes John Jingleheimer shit. I
So,
fucked him on that bad.
Takigawa, Miss
There goes
Reporter
Sean
Lady.
Shovel.
Miss Reporter Lady decides to commentate on Build's fights like a fucking Let's Player.
Shut the
He's-
Terrible Let's Player.
So terrible, she's recording it off her camera. You know, like a crappy video game player.
Yeah.
Just have the camera
Like we
pointing
used to
towards
be.
the TV.
Like we used to be.
Oh, I remember that. I saw the demo reels.
Yeah, of our Mario and Little Big Planet videos and stuff.
Dick.
And I just love, like, after he starts getting annoyed with her, he gets knocked down and he just, like,
I
fuck
get knocked
this.
down.
And he
I
pulls
get
out
up again.
He pulls out the diamond bottle while he's lying down with the gorilla hand. So for some reason, it's just absolutely hilarious for me to see him holding the tiny diamond bottle with his gigantic gorilla fist. It's almost just like, fuck this, time to jail.
Just, no, when you're working with steroids. No, when you haven't left the house in a week and you went out to go buy a drink.
And apparently, Gorilla Diamond's Voltec finish is Renamon's Diamond Storm.
Diamond
Oh god, I knew that was familiar.
Apparently, though, the bear diamond thing he was making, it is
It had like some sort of molecular formula in
Oh
it.
yeah. So it's the crystal lattice structure for carbon atoms in a diamond.
Sounds right.
And this guy tweeted about it. And he's like, "Damn, the show does its homework."
Cool.
My courage is up
That's
again.
actually pretty neat.
Yeah, no, that's like I said, Toei's always good at nailing their fucking gimmick.
But yeah, quickly forgetting that Miitan was a thing, as they purify the Taka bottle, Misora proceeds to step over Kazooie and promptly declare, "You licked me and I cut you!" I fucking love her.
It's just, it's a mixed bag, because she'll be like happy-go-lucky and then really mean. It's like, what are you even supposed to be? I liked you in episode 1 and you did fucking nothing.
And then we start talking about the best matches, and here we start finding one or two other plot holes. So, apparently there is this wall in the build pit, because we're just going to call them the pits forever, that they can plug the bottles into to indicate if they're a best match. At first I was thinking that maybe that's like the Pandora box, but they don't keep it there. It's inside the security facility in the government facility.
Yes.
So we don't know where the fuck this wall thing came from. My guess is that when they get all the best matches, he'll get his super form. But it looks like they've only got slots for 5 best matches. And what we know are the first few are Rabbit Tank, Gorilla Diamond, Hawk Gatling, Nin Nin Comic, and I guess
There's
Fire
like a
Hedgehog.
fire ice
yeah, there's
one.
Fire Hedgehog,
Line cleaner,
Line Cleaner.
Kazi Furesha.
He can do
Rocket
Line
Panda.
Cleaner now. He has Line Cleaner.
That's true. He doesn't know it yet, though.
But here's where we get to the next thing. So this wall can indicate best matches, but apparently the build driver was originally designed for exclusively the purpose of identifying best matches. But if the wall already does that, why did he need the driver?
Oh.
That's a good
Didn't
point.
he
To
invent
take
the
it
wall?
with him, maybe?
We don't know. But he
Because
said,
you can't really take the wall with you when you go
but why would he
somewhere.
need to identify best matches if he's not at the wall?
I don't know.
Test them out in the field.
My only thought is that maybe he didn't have access to the wall when he built the driver, but that's not been explained yet. And apparently the transformation function was an afterthought, which is kind of a weird and almost insulting origin for a rider power.
Maybe
you
he
gonna do?
wanted to transform and like had a different way of doing it before, but then he added it to the belt.
I don't know.
Anyways, let's talk about the form.
But we can confirm that when the bottles come out of the microwave, because there's no name for that machine yet, they do in fact have the stickers on them. So how Sento is not able to figure out best matches from that is yet another plot hole in this show.
Oh.
It's like a minefield at this point.
And then Ryuga does the amazing thing, and he's just like, "Hey, what if we just put Hawk and Gatling together?" And then it does best match, and Sento's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Hey, I was right. Look, I can fucking do it better than you."
I have to do
It's
quantum
an animal
physics.
in a machine.
I have to do
Or you
quantum
can just look at
physics.
the fucking cap in the bottle.
Yeah. And I just love how Sento is like, "Oh, that's such childish logic. There's no way that's what it is.
That's totally what it is.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Hot Gatling.
Ooh, I don't like orange, but wow, is that form cool?
I still don't like the dorky little wings.
Okay, there's one thing I know I've been interrupting a lot
No,
this
you haven't
episode,
Feel free.
but there's one thing about Hot Gatling that I have to bring up, and that is when it was announced. Remember how we were joking about it being that it would involve a Gatling gun that actually shoots hawks?
Yeah.
Out of all the things we were joking around about, that was not the one I expected to actually end up in canon.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I saw that, I was just like, oh!
Tiny miniature laser hawk.
The Hawk Gatlinger. It actually does gattle hawks.
And like the implication is that they're always hawks. They're just so zoomed out you can't see it.
I think it's only when he's in Hawk Gatling, which means like if he pairs it up with a different other bottle, it like Rabbit Gatlinger, it'll probably shoot rabbits.
I love that he was actually trying to even think
I
of
want to see that's shooting rabbits.
I love that he was trying to like, think of names for it too. He's just like Gatling Hawker.
The Taka Gatlinger, which I think is a cooler name.
Yeah, like it's weird that like the bottle's called
Bottle
the
is
Taka
Taka,
bottle,
yeah.
but the form is called Hot Gatling.
Yeah, they only translate
That
the
is
names.
also hawk,
They
yeah.
only translate the names in the
It's like-
top best match names.
It's like Rabbit Tank, and then Gorilla Diamond, and then like it's called like Lion Cleaner, but the bottle's called
Sojuki.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
they only translate the names to English when it's a best match, which is a really weird policy.
yeah.
What else was I saying? Right, so Sento builds the Hawk Gatlinger himself, which means, what the fuck was the actual power of the Gatling bottle? Just like aiming ability?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe it increases his accuracy. And
I
then
don't
remember,
know.
he's a hawk too, which gives him even better eyesight, so it gives him more accuracy.
No, that's fine, but that's from the Hawk bottle. I'm talking about the Gatling bottle. If he had never invented the Hawk Gatlinger, what the fuck would the point of the Gatling bottle be?
I don't know. Maybe he'll use Gatling with another form. We'll see.
Well, we already know he's going to use Rabbit Gatling,
Okay.
which looks cool.
He'll have the rabbit Gatling.
It'll probably still be the Hawk
What if he just
Gatlinger.
made a fucking gun for, like, a Gatling gun for every single fucking other form he has?
I mean, I'd like that. I don't like the orange, so yes, please.
Nin Gatling. Just
That'd be awesome!
Fire shurikens.
It's like it's fire 100 bullets that also split into 5
Yeah,
foes.
okay. I loved when he's just like, alright, I gotta kick this up a notch, and he's flying, and he just goes 20, 30, 40, 50,
Oh, that's so
60,
cool.
70, 80, 90, 100, full bullets! I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
And as he hits 90, he starts generating a fucking blitzball dome around him.
And yeah, he like makes like a giant fucking like barrier field that like contains all the fucking like everything inside, and then just fucking goes ham on all of them.
And we'll probably see that maybe one more time in the show.
Yeah,
ever.
that'll be this year's fucking
Gatakiriba.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, Nin Comic is this year's Gatakiriba.
Jesus, yeah, no. It's like how Midnight Shadows drives Gatakiriba.
Yeah.
But no, like, overall, it is a very pretty form. I just don't like the wings, so if I ever got, like, the figure or something of it, I would take off the wings, and it would look so much better.
Paul was here watching the episode
And he
with us.
fucking lost his shit.
Yeah, when the wings are like giant, it's super amazing.
I like the chime, like the phrase.
Tenku no Abarero Hawk Gatling.
Yeah.
Love it. So yeah, he beats the Ninja Smash, which turned out to be Nabashima, who was modified by Night Rogue.
And then he Sento gets disturbed.
Yeah, it's really weird. We had
Gentoku's like, the Stark is loose.
the Blood Stark,
And I'm like,
which is funny because keeping in
Yeah,
mind
I
that
know,
Lucky
he's
got
like
shot
Stark
last week, we
yeah.
currently have both of our protagonists getting gut shotted.
yeah, I know. That hurt me last week.
Oh yeah, and Ryuga Kazui, I'm going to keep that going.
Fuck you.
He's fighting some guardians randomly, and like he has the dragon bottle in his fist, and he starts getting power from it. Although that's not really conclusive yet whether it's because he has the DNA match or if it's just any bottle that does that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. But this is the first nod towards him being Kamen Rider Claws.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to be Claws. It's gonna be awesome.
And I was saying on our chat earlier that because this bottle was made from remnants of his girlfriend's monster form, every time
No,
he
don't say
henshins,
it
he's
again.
going inside.
Don't say it again!
Wow.
I know it's terrible,
That's
but I had to
Oh
say
my
it.
god, look at what Blaze just said.
Okay. Oh,
What did Blaze to say?
now let's see who you really are. Remove smash element. Old man Nabashima!
What are you gonna wear the too if it weren't for you stupid kids and your fucking Kamen Rider?
What else was I saying?
Good one, Sento. Good Scooby impression, Ryuga.
Oh yeah, so there was a speech about how Sento helps people because it makes them smile, and the word he says is kushat. So my brain just went kushato.
God damn it.
I'm not over X8 ending yet. I'm sorry.
But yeah, we get to see a brief look at Bloodstark, and he's pretty dope looking. He's got a pipe scarf.
I said this on Facebook earlier, but I'm not usually a fan of snake motifs, but my god, Toei, your snake lads this year are knocking it out of the park.
Alright.
Bloodstark, Heavy Sky Silver, mwah!
Wait, I like Hot Gatling.
Hot Gatling?
The Hawk Gatling.
Gatling action.
Hot Gatling!
We even saw a funny
Just
picture.
passing them out!
We saw a
With
picture.
that
Of,
Hot Gatling action.
we saw a picture of Sento
Oh,
holding up
yeah.
the hot Gatlinger, and like it said like Nerf beside him.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
My only problem with the design, it's not the wings entirely, but I think the wings could have been a bit lower so that they're a bit center with his body.
I think like when he's not actually flying, they could have folded them down.
Like pull a Buzz Lightyear, press a button.
Calculating to infinity and beyond!
You're a toy, use your karate chop action.
And by the way, to everyone who's been saying that fucking Gatling's eyepiece looks like a fidget spinner, go fuck
It
yourselves.
does look like a fidget spinner.
Oh
Looks
no,
like
it actually
It's
does.
the barrel of a fucking Gatling gun.
Yeah.
God.
No, I get it, but it also does look like a fidget
No,
spinner.
it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Looks more like
As
a
a man who likes
By
fidget spinners,
extension,
I
of,
say
by
yes.
extension of the fact that these two things are very similar in design in general.
Oh, and there was one other bit. So there's a speech about how, like, doing justice, expecting a reward isn't justice. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, Kazui's trying to clear himself of a criminal murder charge. I think that's kind of important.
Stop calling him Kazooie.
No!
You're making me confusey.
Banjo Confusey?
No.
Gar so confusey.
This is Dr. Seuss's penis. I really mean this.
What?
I don't
For-
know, and I don't
40-year-old
want to
Real
know.
virgin joke.
I was watching a lot of like old comedies, and like old, I mean 2000s.
Sure, that's old now.
40-year-old virgin's one of the best
That
ones.
40-year-old virgin, Accepted. I want
I
to watch
heard
Super
4-year-old
Bad.
virgin again.
Anyways, so we
I hear it
see
every time.
a shot at the end of Gentoku holding the rocket bottle, which is weird.
What the fuck's a
Oh, I didn't even
rocket
notice that.
Yeah, it's the rocket bottle, because I see PR on it.
What the fuck's a rocket
The one that pairs up with Panda.
You know, Rocket Panda.
bottle?
You haven't been paying attention.
Again, I stopped looking at spoilers because I was getting sick of, losing the magic of watching the show, so I decided to know.
Please.
Sat in on this show anyway.
Losing the magic, please.
Let's talk about Kyuranger. It's Kyuranger time. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Holy shit! What are we holy shitting about?
Fucking Lucky and
the-
how he's best Red Ranger ever.
Looking fucky.
He's not
No,
best Red
don't-
Ranger ever.
Yes, he is.
No,
he
he's
is
not.
to me.
What
No,
are we
no,
holy
I was
shitting
not
about?
saying
The
no to
fact
that.
the
I was-
time
Hold
travel
on.
logic in this fucking show is bullshit.
Well, that. I gotta say, like, their whole time travel spiel hasn't gone, like, too far off the grid. Like, nothing they've done outright doesn't make sense. It all kind of, like, yeah, I guess.
I loved it though. Just this whole episode was great. Lucky was just fucking amazing, and he like.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I loved it
no.
when he was comatose as well.
Yeah, I know, right? Some great character development.
Fuck
Yeah.
you! No, I'm gonna say this.
Come on. That's
Name the last time he was being like super overly dumb and silly. Name the last time.
Last week.
No.
That would require me to A, pay attention, and B, remember shit.
No.
Neither of which I promised to do.
Last
What
week.
did he do last week? That was stupid.
Got shot!
Existing.
Let himself get shot like a bitch!
Fuck you. Lucky's amazing. He's the bridge that fucking holds everyone together.
And what did Lucky do? His best.
Yes, he did. He did his best.
No, you know what he did? I'll grant him this. He ripped off Kiwami arms, but he improved on it.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking Shishi Red Orion.
Alright.
Oh my god, it's so fucking beautiful. It's the
Alright.
coolest thing in a Sentai I've ever seen in my entire life.
Alright, I'll grant you this. I still don't like Lucky, but Shishi Red Orion's powers and abilities and everything he did, gorgeous. Beautiful. Love it. The suit's great. The scarves are awesome. What he did was great.
That fucking transformation where just like he transforms and just we get a shot of him helmetless for like a couple seconds, and then just his two little capes on the back just kind of go.
You know what
fly
was great?
out.
Like immediately after he clicks it and starts transforming.
What's up?
No, not even that. But that was funny. But like you see the blue ring start circling around him, and me not being over excited immediately went, "Let's a game, match a game, mooch a game. What's your name? I'm a Super Sentai."
Kyuranger.
Anyone else think that even though the Psycho Kyutama is really cool, it's way too big?
Absolutely.
And it goes, "What's up?"
Also, there's the fact that it's fucking broken.
Yeah.
It's gonna be broken if he swings his arm at someone the wrong way.
Confirmation, which
Shit.
this makes no.
Oh, hang on, I gotta put the power up back on my hand.
Also, confirmation that makes a lot more sense. Lucky is Orion's descendant,
Not
his
direct
son.
son.
out last week.
No, we thought he was his actual son.
Because it's like, oh, where's your wife? How's your newborn child? I don't know. Oh, I sent him back with his mother to her own system, the
Shishi
Shishi system.
I mean, it is 300 years in the past. There wasn't any chance.
No, but there could have been some
No,
bullshit
no,
explanation
no,
as to
Raven.
how he was like around.
Raven, we were making jokes about how Lucky's just been existing for the last 300 years.
Because he's lucky.
He's
Because
so
he's-
lucky he has an A.
That.
He's-
But no.
We were actually ready to accept that.
We find out he's his distant descendant, and I was like, all right.
Wait, he's from Guy and Juggler's Plant where they don't age.
But no, and we get 5 Yoshiluckys this episode. So we get one. I always say that like Lucky doesn't do Yoshilucky when he's serious, but he did one serious Yoshilucky to show that he was serious.
He might as well have just like, while looking badass, done a merry little jig and went, "Wee."
And then
now I'm going to kick your
and then-
ass.
No. Whole Ninja Turtles 2014 when they beat Shredder, he just goes down flying down. Cowabunga. But in Lucky's case, it would have been Yoshilucky.
And then they
Puts
gave
toothpick in mouth.
It just snaps off because it's a helmet.
Then, like, Lucky's just like, okay, I'm gonna take care of Darner Mage or whatever like that. And so he's like, here, Rompo, you fucking pile Kyurano. And he's like, alright!
So I was wondering about that. Like, can they use each other's Zords? And
Yeah,
then
he triggered it and then passed it off, so...
not really.
Lucky still summoned it, he just... Shou Lonpo had to control it.
What I chose to interpret that as, if you think about it, Shou Lonpo's henshin device is a system designed to force execution out of Kyutama, because
That's true.
he did force the skill Kyutama to be a change.
Yeah,
Kyutama.
no, he did put the Shishi Kyutama in the.
No, I'm not questioning
Great
that.
Sword.
My question was like, how did he get it to work? And then I thought like, his system is designed to force Kyutama to work, so it's perfectly understandable that he could use other Kyutama.
And then he tries to make the joke again where he's like, oh, look, it's a freaking and they're all like, shut up! And then they're just, the four of them say Yoshilucky at the same time. And Ichi at first was arguing, he's like, oh, that doesn't count. I'm like, no. The Yoshilucky counter is every time Yoshilucky is said.
By
You just
lucky,
burned
though.
through that sentence way too quick.
No. Because we counted when Garu said it that one episode.
Are we counting other characters?
Yes.
Technically, it is a Yoshilucky counter, not a Lucky's
Yeah, not a
Yoshilucky
Lucky
counter.
says Yosha. Well, it's just up to now. He's the only one who said it. Right?
Yoshilucky.
Except Garu said
Garu
that
said it
time.
one episode.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
Garu
say
did
it.
say it.
I didn't say it.
Garu.
So Ichi's my favorite character.
So it's
What? God
Was
damn
it Was it counted when Was it counted when Garu said it?
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
we did.
Yeah, but we don't count flashbacks and recaps.
Yeah.
Because that's just too many.
But just herpeters.
I know, right? That thing you said.
And the herpeters.
Oh, and confirmed when Lucky summons all the weapons, like one of them being fucking Kogama's sky blue scarf,
His, or as I like to call it, his ball scarf.
and then he also
Balls.
summons apparently Ho Soldier's sword and shield count as two separate weapons. I mean, technically yes they are.
I guess, but fuck you.
It just turns
And they were
into a
two
little
different
tiny
color.
jet.
Like when he
I
summoned
think it
them,
was just the lighting in the shot.
I don't know.
No.
When he summoned them, they looked like they were the emblems were two different colors.
Wait, how can it be the lighting in the shot?
Okay, then
when
they
that's
fucked up
as-
on they fucked up on the effect for one quick shot. That was it, and then they fixed it.
Although I have to say, when he like used his scarf to grab Proto Cool Guy and just whipped him at him and just carved him with the Q
That
sword.
was fucking amazing shot. I had to watch
Badass.
that.
200% points on that.
Yeah, no, he's gone. We're not gonna see him in the future.
Yeah, we did.
No, we did we?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
we
was
did.
in when they got back and the holo displays came up. It was all four of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought Lucky destroyed him permanently.
we already know
That would have been great.
We already know that the Proto Vice Shoguns came back because when Tsurugi first saw Robot Dick, he was like, "I killed you already."
No, and we already know that even though that they went into the past, everything still stayed the same.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
for just Naga's like
So
part
here-
of the fucking team.
So here's
now.
the biggest problem. Tsurugi killed Darnamage the first time. Didn't check to confirm he was dead, just assumed it was the thing, and then went into cryosleep. So Lucky, the pompous asshole that he is, kills him with his own new super power-up, and also decides to just assume that he's dead, and they all go back to the present.
Check.
No one does a thing to confirm. Did we do anything different than the last time we killed him?
What?
Not really.
What if?
Lucky just decides that, oh, my new super form is so powerful that you won't revive, even though I know nothing about how you revived the first time.
Well, then again, we do have that one thing that happened in this episode.
You already have a villain who was able to revive multiple times, so
Go on, Gar.
When Orion died, Shou Lonpo and Champ both accepted that they are going to stay back into the past.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that was.
Or,
I was
sorry,
like-
stay in the past.
I was like, no,
Lompo
Rompo, stay with us, please.
Lompo was one thing. Champ was like, oh, okay, the robot's gonna stay.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
look forward to seeing you again
Yeah.
300 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just... They were like, I
that
missed...
one Futurama episode.
Yep.
Bender just goes back in time, comes back in the basement. The Mona Lisa! Sorry, I kind of stole it before it was finished. Just the
No,
face is missing.
It was cute even seeing Stinger just being like, I'll miss you, partner. And I'm
Damn
like,
it, I have to lose you again.
No, it's like, well, guess we'll never see them again.
Cowabunga.
No, just Champ walks up. Hey, Champ. Champ!
That's
What are you doing here?
No, it's just that episode of Futurama where like they go back to the 50s or whatever, and then they go back to the future,
Oh,
and they dig up Bender.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Bender...
because he's a robot, so he's just gonna stay there.
Yeah, so he's just
Bender, what was it like staying there for 1,050 years? Well, it was kind of getting comfy until you bastards showed up. I almost said assholes, but I'm like, no, you said bastards.
I would have. That'd be fucking.
But yeah, so
The
Shou
unibastards.
Lonpo is already old enough that he's having back problems, so I'm kind of worried.
He is the immortal dragon.
What if he's the one who gives Big Bear his clothes?
But here, no, here's my
Oh
thing
my
though.
god, the infinite clothes loop!
It's a closed clothes loop.
Yeah, just like, and then the actual young Rompo shows up, and he's just like, yeah, I got these clothes. Where'd you get your clothes? They're awesome. Oh, I got them from my commander. He
I
looked just
got
like
him.
you.
I got him from you.
I got them from you.
from you.
No, this is a big what if.
Okay, what if?
What if Shou Lonpo becomes the new Don Armand?
No!
He gets corrupted.
No!
Guys, it
The
doesn't
new
work.
ruler.
Okay,
Gar, can I ask for?
We don't know how Daramage's revival works yet,
Gar,
but I like that idea.
I'm just gonna ask
What if he
you
takes
this.
over his body?
I'm gonna ask you this once. May I have permission to use your no,
No.
please?
No.
No!
It makes
No, it
sense.
doesn't. No.
What if he's like Dull Gold? He's a
He looks nothing like him.
No,
He's
here's the
wearing
thing.
a hood.
But we've seen what he looks like underneath the hood.
Hold
He's
on.
a skeleton.
Hold on. Don
You
Armage.
said that yourself.
Don Armage could be a parasitic being of some sort that takes over a host and completely changes their appearance.
So maybe he's the
It's
same.
don't believe into this. I don't want that to be
Actually,
the thing.
when Don Armage even mentioned in that form, he doesn't have control over his power.
So
On
maybe
how
it's because of the
powerful
host he
is.
took over.
It could be a parasite.
No. I refuse
And
to
they're-
believe this.
They have to kill their best
They
friend.
learn.
No!
They learn from Genis.
Or they have to find a way.
No.
They're gonna find a way to extract Rompo from
no,
the
no,
being,
no,
and
no,
then the
no.
being is gonna come and attack in modern day.
Spoilers, Don Armage is Naga. There we go.
Well, that's where I thought it was going when it showed him at
Well-
first. I thought, oh, he's the new Don Armage.
Well, they did show Naga and Don Armage.
No,
in all of his way.
confirmed. It's like, who's Don Armage underneath that hood? Scorpio. Scorpio, you're alive! Yes, that
Scorpio!
wasn't actually me you killed.
It was I.
It was my brother!
It was I, Dio.
The real Stinger. You're a robot.
No, it's a Stinger. but Stinger, but you're right here. Who are you? It's like, Stinger from the future.
Oh my God.
Bees.
No, anyways, no.
Yeah.
No, bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Lane-
That's dumb.
Lane-
That's fucking dumb!
When have I ever said something that didn't come true?
Many times.
Guard, you should know.
I know.
I will not have my favorite mentor ranger in Sentai be fucking insulted and destroyed by this bullshit. If this happens, I am gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna be
So mad!
I
I'm
just
going
think
to
it's
be so
hilarious.
happy.
I just think it's hilarious that the debut of a Ranger super form turned out to be completely ineffectual.
Yeah?
He's a robot! He's a fucking robot! That's what it is!
But how does it have all the memories?
He's a sex
Ultron.
robot?
Data! There, thank you, Raven!
What did you say?
He's Ultron.
Ooh.
Or there's idea number B.
Idea number B.
I got it! No. I got,
Hashtag
okay.
number B.
Okay, Gar, you go first.
I like Emily's idea.
What was Emily's idea?
Say it again.
No!
Yes.
She said it like he's
It's an effing robot, and
she
he
said
said
it's a
an
sex
effing
robot.
I made a really stupid joke.
Or there's idea number B. Don Armage had children in which the next heir to the throne took over the empire.
This guy fucks.
No.
Immediately,
Yeah,
within
basically,
2
we're
minutes,
just caught up on the idea of Don
and
Armage
already
Okay.
fucking has control over everything.
No,
Talk
it's-
about boning.
No, it's like the end of season 2 of Voltron. It's like what was the main villain's name? Zarkon. Yeah,
Zarkon.
Zarkon's gone. Get his son.
Call Prince Lothar.
Yeah.
No.
Contact Prince
Do you
Lee.
know what he is? He's some fucking spatial entity computer thingy somewhere deep in space, and he's just controlling a body, and that's how he keeps coming back, because it's not actually him in that body. He's some guy in some giant fucking computer somewhere in space. Oh, don't pay attention to the guy in the fucking computer.
Wizard of Oz confirmed.
Exactly.
Lane just doesn't want to accept the fact
No!
that it's gonna be Shou Lonpo.
That's stupid.
It's gonna be Shou Lonpo.
He's just staying in the past so he can pass down the legend of the Kyurangers.
So we
to
can tell
the
the
future.
shit. So we can tell the shitty tale that sucks ass.
Oh no!
Orion died, by the way, and it was really sad. And they
Orion-
buried him. It was very sweet.
Orion died for your sins, audience.
No, but they buried him, and it was really sad and touching, and I liked
Until they placed the dick pad on his grave.
Fuck off.
No. It was kind of
one
depressing
the ship has.
that he wasn't even laying on the ground. He was on his knees when he died. So it's like he didn't even get to lie down. on
Must
his
die in
deathbed.
classic Battlestar Galactica pose. Best death ever.
But this isn't a Sentai death unless they dissipate.
So,
Scatter
like,
him to the
like, despawning bodies.
No, we must do what they did with Mati at the end of Suburban Nights. Cremate him, put him in an oatmeal can, chuck him into space.
What?
Hopefully it lands in a black hole, and it becomes a super high-tech being, and hates them because they made him go look for a book about goat fucking.
There, I'm so pissed off at this shit. I just bought a fucking Shisha and Orion vinyl figure. I hope you're happy.
Wow, okay. This is the
Yeah.
most heated discussion we've ever had about Kyuranger.
No, because
I'm angry!
Lai just doesn't want to.
No!
He doesn't.
Rompo's amazing! He doesn't deserve!
He doesn't want to accept the fact because I'm usually right on
No!
these things.
I love this.
I'm gonna
I mean,
go
like-
with what I think, where he's the fucking Wizard of Oz somewhere out in space,
Wha-
just
what
controlling
if-
multiple
But-
bodies.
Guys, stop fighting! You're making Blaze cry!
I don't care.
It's
Blaze,
like-
we love you.
It's like when I was right about Grandpa Ninja.
Yeah, Yoshitaka?
Yeah, Yoshitaka being the final
end
shuriken.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I was right about that.
Yeah.
Are you really proud of being right about Ninja?
Yeah. Because at that point, I'm like, oh, Ninja's not that bad.
Hey, guy,
And
remember?
then immediately take a nosedive when they...
Hey, guy, remember the Ninja versus Zoocher? Remember how fantastic of a film that was?
Can we talk about our feature topic?
Okay, now you're just being a dick.
Yeah.
So what will happen next week in Kyuranger?
Rescuing Naga from Akira, apparently.
Yeah,
Akira.
like apparently Naga's like actually
True
like,
self is within his own body or some shit.
and somehow balance gets in there. I don't know how.
And also, no, you know why? Because there's another shot of Heavy Sky Metal fighting the Megazord. So he grows giant, so Balance normal size gets inside him.
What the fuck? How does that work?
Hey, Emily!
Okay, Naga.
All right.
Alright, Naga,
Hey,
buddy,
what?
I gotta bring you back, so I'm gonna be inside you.
Hey, apparently Emily's favorite character is gonna get deep inside my favorite character.
Ew.
Yeah.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Oh, you mean emotionally?
No,
No.
actually.
Hashtag balls deep.
Hashtag balls deep
Okay, so he's
in
like going
balance.
inside him. Oh
He's entering the Amazon.
Oh no!
Balls deep in fucking Naga.
no! You mean? Oh my god!
Hashtag echidna penis.
God.
Oh, and by the way, since there were 5
You
Yoshi...
say as I look up and see a picture of a random snake in fucking Discord.
By the way, since there were 5 Yoshiluckys, the counter is now at 232.
Woo!
Hashtag Shou Lonpo. is
I haven't
on
counted
launch.
Show Superhero Tyson yet because we haven't watched it yet.
Yet. Keyword being yet. Anyways, on to the feature topic.
Featured topic. Guard, tell us what we're watching and why.
Alright, so last year.
Did she look at Discord?
Ooh.
Sorry, Emily, go ahead quickly.
Sorry, I actually I didn't see the film, so I probably should not be on this part.
You can be on. Unless you care about spoilers for a 10-year-old movie.
No, I don't care about spoilers. I just don't know what I'd say.
Then Gar, regale us with the tale.
Alright, last year, in September of 2016, we talked about Kamen Rider the First. And it was our plan to talk about Kamen Rider the week immediately after. But then Cell was like, no, we don't do that here, apparently. So in which we were like, fine, we'll wait 1 year to talk about it.
We shall reconvene 1 year hence to review the next film.
But then the X8 finale happened. Then the build happened.
The build.
And then the Zoology V Cinema had to come first. And then we can talk about Kamen Rider, the next fucking piece of garbage shit.
So I'm sensing you liked it.
It was okay. Honestly, it's... Raven said it best. It's two films kit bashed into one, but not in a good way.
They took a fucking Rider action movie and smushed it together with a Japanese horror film.
It's almost like shot for shot Ringu.
I personally love Kamen Rider the first more than the next.
So it's your first choice?
Yeah, I would
Easy
recommend
joke.
the first. If you're interested, watch the next. But I wouldn't go gung-ho for it.
I just thought I thought the story and plot involving those two people was fucking boring.
But Paul was here when we were watching it because he was going to be here, but he had to head home early. But he said it best. The plot is so confusing when you really think about it.
It's not super
It's
complex.
not actually that complex when you really sit down and look at it. The problem is
just
how spread out and fucking... We move on from a little bit of exposition about this one plot to a little bit of stuff going on in this other plot to something else entirely and then it just keeps going like that the whole movie.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not that it's complicated, it's just doesn't
poorly
focus.
It's poorly told.
if I was making this movie, first thing I would have done
is not make the movie?
Well, no. I would have made the movie, but I would have made it a bit better. For starters, the movie would have opened up with the ending of the first movie.
A recap.
Yeah, a quick recap of Ichigo and Nigo defeating Shocker, and then we see them rebuilding.
The problem is, though, the next made no reference to the first movie.
Yeah, they did.
all.
They mentioned it was 2 years that passed.
But that's it. Nothing else. Didn't make any mention of any other characters from the first film. Just fucking Hongo and Ichimonji came back, and that was it. I'm sorry.
And that's where this movie fails.
You know where I think they could have put the reference to the previous movie? When they talked about how Ichimonji was dying. They could have used that to explain why.
Well, so Ichimonji, aka Kamen Rider Nigo, since he didn't really become purified like Takashi Hongo did in the first movie, he still needs blood transfusions.
Transfusions.
Which he can't get anymore.
But he can't get, so he is slowly dying throughout the film. In which the movie, spoilers, the movie ends with him dying.
While partying.
Well, not partying, but at least enjoying life.
He luxuries himself to death.
And then he gets reincarnated as Ultraman Ghoul again.
Not to skip all the way to the ending, but I think it's hilarious how he passes out and dies in the middle of this party of ladies, and then it fades to presumably hours later, and they've all just bailed on him, assuming he's passed out drunk.
He looks so peaceful when he's asleep. Let's leave him be for a bit.
The movie just the movie ends very ambiguous as well. V3 just vanishes.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna live my life
like you.
That's not an answer.
And Takashi Hongo gets fired from his job because he scares the students, apparently.
#fired, not fired, don't sue us.
But then there's the bigger thing as well. In Kamen Rider the First, we see 3 generals for Shocker. We have the punk guy, I can't remember his name sadly. The female, I can't remember her name either.
I know, right?
But then there was archival footage of Dr. Shinigami.
The girl one.
None of them show up in this movie, but we get the Shocker logo just spouting stuff.
I just love how I didn't look up the actor, but the guy who's the voice of the Shocker leader, it almost sounds like the guy who played Dr. Death from Gun Caliber.
This.
That's a really good name, Dr. Death.
We need to watch that official Blu-ray.
Staying alive.
I gotta say that one villain, the leopard kaijin or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
The short dude with the glasses and the spiky hair.
With the blade hands.
While his civilian form didn't really give off the idea of a villain, I think he compensated for that well in his portrayal.
I personally love the designs more in Kamen Rider the First, like the bat, the spider. Cobra and Viper were okay, but they were really still interesting. I never liked the Shocker combatant. The Shocker
the Shocker Riders?
No, the
Moose.
Oh yeah, I loved the moose in the first. They were great.
Although I gotta say, it was interesting to see them in this movie, in the next, basically be sniffets in hazmat suits.
Well, that's what they were in the first movie. It was basically just a gas mask and then just a full on
They
coveralls.
precursors
black
of Faust. But yeah, so the opening scene is some otaku guy in his room listening to the idol Chiharu, and it turns out that the one-track Platinum Smile is cursed, and anyone who listens to it gets murdered by the ghost of Chiharu.
Yeah, and that's where I knew this was going to be a very
Since I've never
boring
seen the film, I can actually not tell what things are jokes and what aren't, so I have a very strange picture in my head of this movie.
So this is about like an idol who she's dead supposedly because okay. So there's a scene where she's just finishing up a performance or something like that, and then these.
Ichi would like if another idol was dead.
So then
I don't want to kill Miitan. I just don't like that side of her.
I just don't want her to be alive
You don't want to
anymore.
kill me, Sora.
I just want her to sleep.
But
Forever.
so she's
Let
what?
her sleep.
Oh, speaking of, you know what I didn't mention during our
Sorry.
build segment? You know what was really weird but also hilarious? When Kazooie comes at her with the chains, and she just cowers under the pillow. It's like, what are you gonna do to me?
At first, I thought he was going to strap her to the bed.
I'm sure that's what everyone watching that scene wanted.
Like Exorcist style.
Oh my
Hands and
gosh.
cuffs are
But
tied.
the way she was looking at him, she was clearly afraid, but also maybe kind of into it.
But yeah,
Afraid,
so,
but also somewhat aroused.
Okay, to tell you the truth, I really shouldn't be turned on right now.
So okay, so we're made to think that Chiharu's still alive and doing her performances and modeling and all that shit, but we find out that she's actually been dead for quite some time, and they've been literally taking other women,
Specifically, the two women who pushed her down the
stairs.
stairs.
Yeah. So, anyways, she's leaving her. The real Chiharu's leaving her, finish the performance or something like that, and then these two other performers are kind of jealous of her, and so they're just they just mean to just push her down the stairs to break her leg or something like that, or injure her slightly. But they push her a little too hard, and the way she falls down the stairs is even a bit over exaggerated,
almost comical.
And then she falls directly into an open electrical conduit, face first into this conduit, and just fucks up her face. And then they try to
They basically Frank Grimed her.
Yeah, and they try to fix her. And they only get half her face fixed or something, and the other half's really grotesque.
So
and
we
then
officially have Japanese Two-Face, or as I like to call her, Sue-Face.
there you go, Two-Face.
Dang.
Yeah, and
weirdest quirk ever.
And she's so horrified and ashamed of how she looks. She goes to the roof of the hospital and kills herself. Jumps off the roof. So yeah, they took the other two women who pushed her down the stairs and made them go under plastic surgery to look like Chiharu, and just be Chiharu, and they hate it.
Did we mention that this is a Kamen Rider movie?
Yeah, right?
Mixed in with a Japanese horror film.
Yeah. In which the one thing that's connecting both these plots together is Kamen Rider V3. I cannot remember his name.
Shiro
right now.
Kazami.
Yeah, thank you.
But was played by Drake.
Yeah, who's played by the same actor who did Kamen Rider Drake in Kamen Rider Kabuto, and the Blue Ranger in Kanpai Senshin After 5.
He was also a character in the One Gun Midnight movie, which I enjoyed.
But what was it?
Chiharu, the idol, is the sister of V3.
V3's origins are different from his original counterpart.
It's a real interesting story, actually.
For those that are unaware, Kamen Rider V3 was made because after Ichigo and Nigo defeated Gel Shocker, a new terrorist organization popped up named Destron, in which they killed Kamen Rider V3's father, mother, and sister. In which he wants revenge. So
and
Ichigo
so
and Nigo...
he proceeded to follow Ichigo and Nigo around, begging them to make him like them, they kept refusing, and then one time he kind of walked in at the wrong moment and got his ass severely wounded.
Yes, and then they had no choice but to rebuild him into another Kamen Rider like himself. But then Ichigo and Nigo, quote unquote, died in the second episode of V3.
Okay.
So in which that is the reason why V3 is by himself wrote most of the show, is because he believes he must avenge Takashi, Ichimonji, and his family because of what Destron did.
And then Ichimonji and Hongo show up again anyway, and oh yeah, well, I guess that didn't happen.
But if you also think of it one way, the first 2 episodes of V3 could be qualified as Kamen Rider episode 99 and 100, and then episode 3/101 is the start of a new era, which is V3's era.
Cool. So in this movie, it happens kind of different.
Yeah.
He's the president of a company, and Shocker proceeds to gas the entire building. Apparently, this is how they modified people in this version.
This
or
is
how they've started doing it since the failures of the last
well, they no longer have the island.
Yeah.
So
now they have the gas contains nanorobots that modifies people on the inside. And after gathering everyone into a quarantine room in the building, the only people who survive are V3 and oddly his secretary.
Which doesn't his secretary become like a shark?
Is that who she
Yeah,
is?
that's who that was.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's like some nudity in this movie.
Yeah.
You see the shark lady like topless, but with the shark helmet
And
thing
then
on.
you see the Shocker Riders. They're naked, but have their scarves and like their helmets. So I'm like,
V3 has a shower. You don't see.
I don't know why that's so funny. This woman's nude. These guys are naked. V3 has a shower.
Sites where it lists every questionable scene in a film for like Christian moms to look at. I'm just imagining this as being that list.
But yeah, the reason I mentioned that is because there's this one shot of like the shark lady. She's topless, but she's got the mask on, and I'm just like, did Sela get into porn?
yeah.
Well, after finally defeating Leo,
Gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, gotta do something to pay the bills.
Boy.
If you know what I mean, huh? I'm glad it's nice that they add the Shocker Riders, but they didn't really add anything to the
Except
plot.
for good occasional ass whooping.
I love the fight scenes with them, I gotta say.
Yeah, no, I like their acrobatics. I loved how they're all kind of like in sync with each other with their fighting, and like when there's like a cool like bike chase scene or whatever like that, like
fuck yeah.
they're like standing on top of each other like on their bikes,
Like
and then
shooting missiles.
and then like eventually they need to catch up with Ichigo, so like
They
two of
lighten
them
the
jump,
load.
flip off, and then like to give them time to do wheelies and like go faster. So it was really good teamwork.
I feel sorry for Takashi Hongo in this movie.
Oh yeah,
he
was
just gets the shit
he
kicked
was
out of him.
very like underused and just not
Well,
as great as the original.
In Kamen Rider the First, he's studying at a university about snowflakes and how they are connected to feelings and stuff.
Goes to school expecting to teach
Well,
bright young students.
2 years later, we see him being treated like shit, being called Takashi.
Bakashi, or Honto Bakashi.
Yeah, which
This is a movie featuring bloody murder that also feels the need to explain a fucking grade school pun like Honto Bakashi.
well, let me guess, Sarah's calling him that idiot.
Honto Baka, which means a real idiot.
And I'm just making the joke, like, Ichi, like, inside Takashi's mind, he's like, I saved all you fuckers.
And then even one of his students flashes him.
And then they all call him a virgin because he flinches.
Maybe.
When a minor tries to hit on him and flashes her underwear at him, that would kind of jar anyone.
But there is one cool scene with Takashi in it, and it's Raven's favorite scene.
Oh god.
Yeah, you tell that one.
Yeah.
No, yeah, my favorite scene in the entire movie, and literally I had to run off while we were watching it, but I specifically waited until after that scene happened. Basically, the one of Hongo's students, the main chick who's like part of the horror side of the movie.
Mano?
I forget her name.
Yeah, she.
Useless character number one.
Yeah, Kotomi.
Kotomi, that's it.
That's
There
it.
you go. It's basically a couple of her classmates who've been bullying her the entire thing. Basically set up to have two guys basically pull her into a car and take her off somewhere.
Rape her.
Yeah, probably. And
Yeah.
basically, Hongo's walking to school, and the principal kind of walks up behind him, sees what's going on, is like, just leave him.
Let the kids
Let
have
the
fun.
kids be kids. She's a lost soul, whatever. And she's like, no, she's being kidnapped, guy, no, yeah. And Hongo just walks over there. The car's like getting ready to drive off, and Hongo just hand on the hood of the car just stops it from moving.
It was amazing.
It's like in the Friday the 13th PS4 game when all the people get in the car and you're playing Jason. You just keep smashing the car every time they get in it. Smash it again so they can't leave.
But
And apparently they had one guy on a bike waiting around the corner for some reason.
yeah, well, he was actually doing circles around them while they were trying to grab the girl in the car, so he was there. And this guy, like, sees Hongo, like, facing the car, does a wheelie, like, basically trying to ram the front wheel of the motorcycle into his head. Hongo just catches it by the front wheel and snaps the front wheel off.
While still holding the car at bay.
Yeah.
And then just like.
And then just, you get this shot from above of all the guys, like, getting out of the car, like, holy shit, what the fuck is this guy? And Hongo just walking around, cornering one of them, just like, here's your wheel back. Actually, I didn't mean to snap that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, my joke was just like, he goes over and hands him the tire. It's like, wanna fuck something? Fuck this.
And my joke was, Tire Kokon!
Hey,
Tire Kuka!
what does Kamen Ichigo think of Drive?
Fuck the tire!
Fuck
No,
this
no,
tire
no.
in particular.
How Kamen Rider Drive Henshin shows the Henshin sequence. How other Kamen Riders transform into Drive.
How did a Kamen Rider shower? Same as you. First we get nice and wet, then we henshin.
And we put on our henshin belts.
Speaking of Henshins in the movie, the first and the next have a different type of transformation sequence.
Yep.
It's really quick, really fast. It makes sense for a movie. You have to get straight to the point.
And
Yeah.
it's partially done off screen.
Yeah, and it's partially done off screen. You see the belt, the turbines spin, that they're already in suit, but you see them like put the helmet on. A bit. Like helmet on,
The funniest
so
thing
like
about
faceplate, boom.
So, like, X.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an X.
the funniest thing about the helmet is like as they're like moving it around, you can tell by the speed of their arms that these helmets don't weigh much. So it's basically them putting on a fucking child's Halloween mask.
It's great watching them put the top part on and looking at how flimsy it fucking
Yeah.
is when they're holding it.
And then just seeing their mouths just at the bottom, and then like,
And then they
seconds
just like
later,
snap the two things on, and suddenly it's way more solid than it was 5 seconds ago.
yeah,
But then there's the whole, like, you still see the hair in the back of the helmet. Yeah, I get it. It's an homage to the original Kamen Rider helmets where you could see the suit actor's, mullet of Hongo. But it's like, it makes sense for the time, but...
I love the suit designs. Like, they're very nice. I like the huge, like, use of leather.
The suits in the first movie were a bit more brighter, and
Yeah.
thus, like, they popped a bit more.
And I loved every time the eyes glowed.
But
I think they
these
needed to
these
tone
ones
them
were
down
a
a
bit
bit
more...
because this is more horror movie.
Yeah, these were a bit more darker in color.
I just love that the first time Kazami henshins, it's because he's pissed that his wine hadn't matured enough.
No, and then what I like what he does is he transforms or whatever, and then he just does this awesome like fucking kick at Hongo, like knocks him away, and then he puts on his helmet, and then he just has his Shocker Troopers. So he's like working for Shocker until he finds out their actual truth. That you turned my dead sister into a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Which, yeah, I loved Chiharu's monster design, like the whole like bandage look and everything, and it was fucking creepy.
No, you know what it was? It was the Chiharu Parka ghost.
For fuck's sake. Don't bring Ghost in this, please.
Her ability is just straight up murder.
No.
And
I
then...
mean, she did seem to make some...
Kaigen Chiharu!
Yeah, Kaiga and Chiharu.
What was that, Emily?
I said my superpower is murder.
Yeah,
My superpower is murder.
murder and
The
DNA
superpower
tentacles.
of being really mysterious.
And then lastly, we have the music. Don't listen to Platinum Smile, it'll kill you. literally.
I actually like the song.
Instead, listen to Chosen Soldier, which is fucking badass and oddly out of place.
Just like I'm not even kidding. Like Emily, like at the end of this movie, like the credit song is just this really like over the top pop song.
It's called Chosen Soldier,
And it's
sung
like,
by the
let's
guys who
fight
did
if
the-
you want to be a soldier.
Yeah. No, it's the guy who does the Fies theme.
Isa is the name.
But
Yeah.
then-
Really?
Yeah.
But then
Oh.
Raven brought up something.
Okay, this is just something about that song I've known for a long time because I've listened to it forever. Basically, and this is from back when the audio in my car was a little fucked up, so it would just kind of pop up. There's mixed into that song is the sound of a goat bleeding.
What?
So
Yeah,
you'll hear
it
like
just-
you'll
And just
hear the
occasionally
chorus.
in the chorus, just in the background, you occasionally just hear.
It's really weird.
And just once you hear it, you'll never unhear it.
No.
Because
You'll never not notice it in this song
that-
ever again.
because that's how the movie treated its audience. He fucked them.
Like goats?
They got fucked over like goats.
Hashtag
no,
fucked over.
They were shit. They were sheathed of what they expected from a movie,
Yes,
and
I
were
think you're
left
thinking of sheeps.
On another
Yeah,
note,
yeah.
Chosen
Sorry.
Soldier music video is basically just Issa trying to be Usher,
No, I know, I've seen it.
with randomly interspersed shots of Kamen Rider fights.
Yeah.
happening.
Yep.
Sadly, this franchise didn't go anywhere
We're,
afterwards.
we're all holding out
Okay,
hope for Kamen Rider the Last.
I probably said this a year ago. We talked about the first, but no, this is just. Hey, what if Ichigo, Nigo, and V3 were set in the Heisei era? This is what you get.
What if Ichigo, Nigo, and V3 fought Parasite Eve?
I will admit, Gar, it is not the best way to do this.
God dang it is parasiting.
Right?
Like, Amazon's was done well for like a Neo Heisei reboot of
Yeah,
Amazon.
I feel like Amazon's took some ideas from this.
Oh, of course it did.
No, because Amazon's has one thing that this doesn't.
A second season.
You're on the ball. It's a show.
Yeah.
They have more episodes, a better budget, more time. Here we only got a movie, which is a side project. So you're not gonna have like your best actors or like your best suit actors for this.
Nope, we got Drake. Because he wasn't doing anything.
Yep, because
Literally-
Drake was useless.
Literally 2007. So this was a year after.
Yeah.
Kabuto, yeah.
Yeah, it's a year after Kabuto. This would explain why he wasn't in Kabuto a whole lot.
Maybe.
Maybe he was off filming this.
This was more important than Kabuto.
Because remember, the guy's shirt did say 2006. They could have been filming it during Kabuto's era.
Drake, do you want to be in the Kabuto Godspeed Love movie a bit more? Oh, no, I gotta go film this other Kamen Rider movie. Just kill my character off. Nobody cares about me anyway. Alright, you got it.
Do I recommend it if you're interested?
If I had to choose between both the first and the next, I choose the next. I
Yeah.
liked the whole kind of horror, like, idol thingy going on. I just loved how brutal that was and just how much this woman affected everyone, or she knew. And just, the action was good. I liked the suits. I liked the characters to, like, a degree. Like, Ichimonji was my favorite. Like, goddamn, he's just fucking badass. But yeah, no, like, I overall really liked this movie, so...
I would prefer this over the first purely on the basis of the side plots in this all have some relevance, whereas the side plot in the first is fucking pointless.
Yeah.
It led into the actual plot of the movie. Raven?
Yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I do. There's just some fun stuff in it.
It's a cool thing Toei did.
Yeah, it is.
Quick honorable mentions to a couple of interesting bits. When Chiharu basically achieves her final form at the end of the movie, basically goes Sephiroth, and then like the leopard dude, they actually pull a Power Rangers movie and double whammy him.
Double whammy, you're on. Like they
Oh my god.
Double rider kick?
And then V3 pulls a Sochiki and vacuums up the fire, and lights his dick on fire to save his sister!
And we get some actually really fucking cool shots of him, like, walking, standing in the fire.
Literally,
and stuff like that.
V3
nice.
is on fire.
Best super form ever!
Walking towards his monster sister to put her out of her misery.
Through the fire and the flames, I kill my sis!
Through the fire.
So it's sort of like the ending of Moana, except it ends up way worse.
Oh.
I love how, like, they're in the basement of this bar, which is apparently the Shocker base, and then as they escape, they bust out the second floor window for some reason.
They pulled the Hitler from Danger 5.
Oh, there was another cool moment, too, where, like, Ichimonji gets, like, thrown out of the fucking, or no, it was Hongo, I think. Like, he got, like, knocked out of the building, and then just V3 just fucking grabs Hongo and drives back into the fucking house to the window he got thrown out of.
No,
holy shit!
You know what that was an instance of?
Huh?
Heroes never die!
Full price.
Oh my god.
No, but this is a pretty fucking cool movie, so, like, go, I'd recommend both of them. So, it's a cool little interesting take of, like, what if the first 3 original Kamen Riders were in a Heisei setting, so...
And I love how the ending for Hongo is basically, like, he's leaving the school, and then the student that he's been protecting the whole time comes up and basically says, You're not a teacher anymore? Cool, let's start some rumors. Cue the pop song! Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Just...
Basically just like, hey, Sensei, where are you going? I feel like cutting class today, so come with.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Fine
is,
if you want to be a soldier!
this is why season 2 of Amazon should have ended with Takashi Hongo from this franchise coming in being like,
Stupid kids.
like, Amazons, huh? Well,
Time to get serious.
yeah, time to get serious, and you just hear him kind of like, it goes to black, you see him tension, and then just a motorcycle riding off, or
Sure.
riding towards the city.
Hope we get an Amazon's movie, man.
It's an Amazon exclusive. I don't expect one.
That hasn't stopped us so far.
Kinda.
No.
Alright, so that's pretty much the episode.
Yeah.
Emily,
So-
actually, any closing thoughts based on what you've heard?
Based on what I've heard, I knew it sounded familiar, and then the second you said Parasite Eve, I was just like, dear God, it's Parasite Eve.
Yep. Points for anyone in the comments who knows that reference.
Apologies if I just went on a tangent for Kamen Rider
I don't know, I
Have
only
you heard
know...
this show, Gar?
No, just it felt
Or
like
have you heard yourself in this show?
No, you have valid reasons as to why you don't like it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's not for
Anything you
everybody.
said is more valid than anything I said, because I didn't even see the movie, because I didn't think I'd have time to watch it.
Well, like, this movie was kind of boring. I actually left for like a good 5 minutes to lay it, like, just to go to my bedroom, and then I'll just come back in and be like,
I know, at one point, like, you went downstairs, Paul went downstairs, and Raymond was gone, and then I just, like, it was me and Ichi sitting there, we're just like, well, Ichi, it seems we're the only 2 ones who are actually loyal and dedicated to this show.
High five.
I'm just kidding.
well, no,
I'm kidding.
I rewatched, like, I briefly watched this, I want to say Wednesday this week,
Mm-hmm.
so much I knew about it.
You were not looking forward to this all year, though.
Neither
I was like,
was
I can't wait to talk about Kamen Rider next.
I wasn't looking forward to this much either.
I'm looking forward to the next feature topic that we're doing.
Don't say what it is. That's for our Patreon followers.
Why can't we say it?
They'll have to wait.
They have to
You
wait.
can say it
till
once,
next
because I don't know
week.
what it is either.
But
We'll
it's,
tell you in chat.
it's
Alright, you do the thing.
So, everyone, once again, thank you for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, subscribing, sharing, loving, and just enjoying Toku in general, because we are awesome!
Are we?
yes.
I don't think so.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
I
sometimes.
think you
There
guys
go.
are pretty great.
Yay.
Castranger. We're awesome. Sometimes.
Press my awesome
Sometimes. Trademark.
button. Press
Hashtag
my awesome
determination.
button, audience. 10 points for that reference.
Sex films?
Nope.
Jontron?
Wait,
Nope.
wait,
I
what,
just
what
thought
was
about
what'd you
the
say?
staple
Press my
mute
awesome button.
Oh, fuck, I should make a sex hour.
No.
Jacksepticeye.
No.
Damn.
Is it a YouTuber?
Yes and no.
Who is it?
It's from Rooster Teeth.
Oh.
Oh, that was gonna be my second guess.
Anyways, Our hub website, castranger.podme.com, is the primary source of our hijinks. Please check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/rscastranger. Tweet at us at Ixie Studios. Check out our publicly available Discord where you can listen in to our live recordings Friday night. And check out our TeePublic merch store.
Is there a new shirt this week?
There will be a new shirt this week. I can't remember right now what it is, but it'll be there.
It's the Pinkcaster 2 shirt.
Right. I do recommend the original Kamen Rider V3 series.
I thought you were going to recommend a shirt.
No, it is
Two.
shockingly
Buy the
enough.
Yellowcast shirt.
Good and bad. Good news is Kamen Rider V3 is legally available on DVD over here in the West.
Legalize it!
Downside is it's $260
Ow.
for a 50 episode series.
It's with no toys or anything.
And it doesn't even come with a gasket.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. No toys or anything.
No V3 gash it?
And chances are this DVD
Yeah, I was gonna say.
this DVD set is out of print.
V3!
So if you can find it online, find it online.
Hey,
Find it online for less. Buy it.
If you can find it online, hey!
if you find it online, fuck you.
I'll admit, it's not good to illegally download movies unless the movie is out of print.
Unless you have no choice.
Yeah, unless the
it
movie
is literally impossible to find it in hard.
I only buy movies on Blu-ray if I really, really fucking loved and want the movie. So that's why I bought the Power Rangers movie twice.
Now, sorry for going on a tangent there.
That's okay.
I forgot the joke I was gonna make, but the episode's over. Woo! We'll see you next
Bye!
week.
See ya!
Why am I holding
Thanks
a
for
light bulb?
listening, everyone.
I've been wondering that for the last half hour.
No, seriously, why am I holding a light bulb?
I've been wondering
Because
that my
you're
whole
full
life.
of bright ideas.
Oh,
Can
Gar just has a light bulb in his hand. He has for
I'm
the
not
last half
present
hour.
in the room, so I can't see this, so I
No,
have
I
to
know.
take your word for
I'm
it.
just sitting here like, I've been wondering that for the last half hour, but I didn't want to bring it
He's
up
been
on
holding it
podcast.
for half an hour?
I'm leaving this in.
Oh.
Guys, I got an idea.
What?
No, I'm not sticking the light bulb in your ass. This episode of Castranger has been brought to you by the glorious donations of our cast patrons,